Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, August 10th, 2017. The main fire impacts for the next few days continue to be a mix of wet and dry thunderstorms in place across the Great Basin. One last day of thunderstorm activity is expected over northern Nevada today, while thunderstorms will continue over Utah and southern Idaho today through Sunday. A mix of wet and dry thunderstorms are expected over the central Idaho mountains today through Saturday, and then returning again on Monday. While the bulk of these thunderstorms will be accompanied by some precipitation, gusty outflow winds are expected with all the storms. A busy day for scattered showers and thunderstorms was observed yesterday across the northern two-thirds of the region, with some fairly wet thunderstorms popping up over western Nevada. New initial attack was fairly light across the region, with the most active area over northern Nevada. The past 7 and 30 days worth of precipitation is shown here, with western Idaho and north central Nevada remaining on the dry side through the period. This has led to fire danger indices above the 80th percentile over the central Idaho mountains, with lower values across much of the remainder of the area. The satellite imagery from this morning shows a broad area of high pressure across the southern U.S. and a shortwave trough over northern California, adding some instability to the northern two-thirds of the Great Basin for those continued showers and thunderstorms today. No high-risk triggers have been issued for today, although we expect to see a continuation of those scattered mix of wet and dry thunderstorms, particularly over the mountains of central Idaho and portions of western Idaho. Drier air is beginning to move into the southern portion of Nevada. Coverage of those thunderstorms is shown here, with the best chance over the northern two-thirds of the area. And some gusty southwest winds may move into southwest Utah today. By tomorrow, drier air continues to move into much of Nevada, with some lingering showers and thunderstorms over much of the eastern Great Basin. Decreasing thunderstorm coverage is shown on this map over Nevada and even into western Utah, with lingering thunderstorms over eastern Utah, western Wyoming, and much of the higher elevations of Idaho. Winds will still be somewhat breezy over southwest Utah on Friday. By Saturday, a continuing decrease in thunderstorm activity will be observed, especially over Nevada and into Utah, although some isolated thunderstorms, especially terrain-driven storms, will still be possible over Idaho and western Wyoming and eastern Utah. Breezy winds are possible over southern Nevada on Saturday, with maybe a chance for some isolated thunderstorms moving a little bit further west into the western Idaho mountains. 3-day precipitation accumulations are shown on this map, with the best chance over the mountains of western Wyoming and central Idaho, as well as across northeast Nevada and the mountains of Utah and the Arizona Strip. On Sunday, a little cool front moves into the northern half of the Great Basin, which will continue to bring drier air into the southern and southwest portions of the area. On Monday, more moisture moves in, associated with the low pressure across the Pacific Northwest. This will likely kick off another round of isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms, particularly over western and central Idaho, possibly dipping into far northern Nevada. Breezy winds are expected across the southern half of Nevada ahead of this low pressure system as well. This area of low pressure quickly moves off to the north and east by Tuesday, allowing dry air to once again move into the southern Great Basin. Westerly flow takes over the Great Basin into the middle of next week, with generally dry air moving into Utah and Nevada, with possibly a better chance of isolated terrain-driven thunderstorms across the north. Precipitation accumulations for the next 7 days are shown here, with a better chance of some precip moving into the north, associated with that next area of low pressure early next week. Much of Nevada continues to dry out during this time frame. The extended forecast going into the third week of August calls for below normal temperatures across the north and east portions of the area, with a below normal chance for precipitation across much of the region. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.